Hey, hello, gents. What's going on? Today is Saturday, December 14th, 2024. The time is 8:46 p.m. Man, we are winding down the year. Hey, nice day so far. And signed up for a gym near my work so I could just start getting lifts in on my lunch breaks. There you go, huh? Just making good decisions for myself. That's what I mean. Like that, you have more free time. You start doing shit like that, getting an extra gym membership so you can put in extra work. Yeah, because I'm not usually lifting. Hey, what's going on, Cody? Not usually lifting during the week much, unless I want to go to the gym after already running the mile. Whatever, doesn't matter. No sale at work. Pretty slow for me at work today. Helped my coworkers close a few times, but no sale for me. Once again, no mile. My back is still fucked. Did like an hour of stretching just now. That's what I just finished. And oh yeah, I was gonna give a bit of an update on most recent date situation before we head into the topic, which is extraordinarily clickbaity. Yeah, the topic of today's video is one of my tours at work. So basically, a girl that went to Costa Rica came back, got sick. I was like, no, I can't see you if you're sick, this and that, right? So I hit her up right after a week of not what I last time I texted her was Monday. She replied to me on Monday, and I just left her on delivered, I guess you could say, for what is it today, Saturday, for quite a few days. That's just how I like to roll. If we're not talking about setting up a date, I'm not too asked to be texting the girl back and forth throughout the week. So like the way we left it off was she was sick, says, oh, okay, I'm kind of telling her, oh, get healthy, blah blah blah. So that's why I let 7-8 days go by. What is that, 6 days? I can't count, before texting her again, right? Because what else am I going to be texting her about? Oh, are you better yet? How are you sick? So today I sent her a solid voice note. If we end up hooking up, I'd love to show you this whole text thread as the date breakdown. Yeah. What up, Mo? Good to see you, dog. Surgeon's in the chat. What up, Surgeon? I'd love to show you this audio message because I thought it was just proper fire. Yeah. It's just once again, just spur of the moment. I started off by going, Hannah, did you hear about there's a fucking tornado going on in California? What's going on? Yeah, it was just a fun audio message. I ended it off. I go, so anyways, how is your Ebola going? Was that what you had, Ebola? So anyway, she responds, says she's feeling a lot better, this and that. I tell her, okay, now that you're healed, let's hang out. She replies, 6 hours later, going, yeah, let's do it. My schedule. So now let me read to you what I read and filter out is this girl's just simply not interested. Yeah. So she says, yeah, let's, as if to say, yeah, let's hang out. And then she goes, my schedule is kind of crazy the next few weeks, but available during the day on some days. I don't know if that works with your schedule, question mark. And then she goes, this time of the year is absolutely bonkers. I will be more free after the holidays if we want to have a proper date, but a midday pick me up and a walk also works. All right. Great, 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 great. So, a less experienced gazelle, a more naive man would read this and go, nice, I got like somewhat of a date. Wow, we could kind of go on a walk midday one of these days, right? Think about it. My day off, I'm gonna like just picturing it is making me kind of chuckle. She's suggesting that on one of my days off, her and I, maybe on her lunch break, for example, her and I go out and take a walk and get to know each other a bit better on this walk. Yeah. And then let's remember here, I'm Ephraim, creator of Pool University. I am used to taking the girl on a date and fucking her that night. And this girl is saying, yeah, maybe one of these days, for the next few weeks. Yeah, like that's that alone. Like imagine if I was somebody cooler and stronger and richer and shit. Imagine if I was fucking Jeff Bezos. All right, he's not the cutest, but look, you get my point, right? The guy's got power, the guy's got billions. Is she telling Jeff Bezos, we could go on this date, but like the next few weeks, like not days, right? The next few weeks are kind of busy for me. So I don't know, maybe sometime after the holidays. Oh, that's just killing me, right? Now to be fair, let's make a clear point. She could be telling the truth completely. She probably is, right? She's busy, this and that. But we got to read between the lines, right? What she's saying with this text is, Ephraim, you're cute, you're great, you're fun, whatever. I'm just adding that in for my my own benefit, right? What she's saying with this text are, Ephraim, sure, you're great so far, but you're just not a priority in my life. Yeah, you're so little of a priority that I'm kind of just gonna like throw you into next year. Yeah, after the holidays. Yeah, let's just throw Ephraim into 2025 and say maybe sometime next year we can hit, right? And then to offer me the alternative, or, we could also just go on a walk during the daytime on a walk. I will be more free after the holidays if we want a proper date. Yeah. So the summary of what I'm getting here is, and I'll explain to you how I plan on replying, yada yada. But here's the summary. I met this girl over a month ago. Yeah. I've got a date breakdown on my channel of a girl. Look, November 19th, I sent her the first text. Today's December 14th, almost a month ago, right? There's another girl that I had a date breakdown with where same thing, text thread went on for a few months, but even that was like the date barely happened. I never saw the girl again, anyways, right? Oh, you knew the story actually. Matter of fact, I did plenty of lives on that. But dude, it's been a month. I've gone days where I walked up to one girl in the day. That one girl I ended up going on a date with that same night, and then that same night she was back here with me. Yeah, and this has been going on for about a month, right? So this is what I try to communicate, just through example, right? Through showing it with my own life, my own dating life, is this is simply a girl that just is not that interested. Yeah, like, to be fair, the first week she went to Costa Rica, came back. All right, cool. But then already when she was back, she was talking about, maybe next week, this and that. And I was like, all right, girl's not that interested, right? So I hit her up a week later or whatever. Now all of a sudden we got a date set up, and then day of the date, actually I'm sick, right? This and that. So I take the hands off. I go, look, I can't get sick. We can't get together. A week after that, I reach out. She goes, yeah, maybe in a couple weeks. Do you see the pattern here? So, I mean, I could already recognize this a lot quicker. It's just with the very little bit of volume as far as approaching I've been doing, I've literally only been approaching on my days off. I have to grasp at pennies. You get it? Do you see why? This is what I mean. The scarcity seeps into your behavior, to your language. So you're seeing me, creator of this channel, in a very scarce position after having created this channel, right? Majority of the time I've had this channel, aside from Cyprus, I pretty much had girls around. Yeah. And now, having cut off access to all of them, you kind of get to see what I mean. So I'm in a position in life where I don't have a girl to text right now to come hang out with me right now. And in addition, we're in a time in the year where I wake up, it's dark. I get off of work and it's dark, and I have no time to go and do my approaches unless I want to do it on my lunch break and run into half the girls I approach probably live at the fucking apartment complex. You see what I'm saying? That I work at. So it's like very limited opportunities. I'm trying to spam it somewhat on my days off, my Mondays, Mondays, Tuesdays off. I'm trying to do my thing. But you're seeing me in this stage of life right now. And this is what I mean. I tell you, boys, right? The scarcity seeps through your language. I'm using myself as the example, right? The scarcity seeps into your language. It seeps into your behavior. What do I mean? If I was going out and approaching, let's say I was unemployed, right? If I was going out and approaching girls throughout the day and just getting numbers and getting dates, instant date there, now I got a date here, I would have ghosted this girl 3 weeks ago, right? I probably would have texted her once she got back from Costa Rica, and then she would have said, yeah, maybe a few weeks. And then I just wouldn't have replied. Yeah. I wouldn't have even let it drag on for as long as it's dragged on for. Do you see what I'm saying? This is an example of, I don't really have a lot of options right now. This is a girl that was hot, that seemed to like me in the moment, and actually seemed to want to go on a date with me. But that has since fizzled out. I mean, it's been a month since that initial interaction. Whatever spark was there, she's forgotten all about it. She, aside from the video I sent her about me on the skateboard, she probably completely forgot what I look like, right? She forgot how she felt in that moment. So it's like a month's time has gone by, and now this is the kind of effort I'm getting, right? Maybe next week. This could partially be that I didn't text her for 7 days or whatever. So it's like, this could kind of be retaliation. Oh, you don't want to text me for 7 days, Ephraim, while I'm sick? Maybe next week I'll see you. Yeah, we could theorize about this for fucking hours and years, but the point is, the takeaway here, this is an example of a girl who maybe at one point liked me, but we can very clearly see, she's pretty indifferent. Yeah, whether we go on the date, whether we don't, she doesn't really care much. But as you can see, I'm making a live stream about it. So it weighs a lot more to me, especially of course in the position I'm in right now. But you get the point, right? So because it's weighing more to me, I'm gonna be very strategic with this, of course. So I'll explain to you how I plan on replying. It'll be pretty familiar to you. But I have to like it sounds like she's got a lot more going on in life right now, right? She's talking about this Christmas party. I got 2 Christmas parties that day. Now I'm busy until the end of the holidays. Yeah, it sounds like she's probably got friends going giving over there. And now they got the Santa Con going on, and now she's got Christmas parties. And I'm over here like, yeah, I gotta just go to work and go to the gym and go walk over to cute girls. Yeah, it's like, life right now is really a grind. I'm really heads down. It's not too glamorous. Yeah. No, I'm not complaining. I love my life, but I'm just saying, to the naked eye, people will look at my life, especially if they don't know about the channel, and go, "What's this guy really doing?" He kind of goes to work, hangs out with friends every now and then, goes plays pool with his dad. But I know what I'm doing, right? I'm investing into my channel, into myself. I'm building into you guys more specifically. I'm trying to build something, so I get it behind closed doors. But like, just trying to compare this objectively. Ephraim wakes up, runs his mile, goes to work, works 9 hours, comes home, goes to the gym, does a live stream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not anything too insane. This girl's talking about 2 Christmas parties. Now I've got the Friendsgiving. Now I've got this. I'm going to be busy for the holidays. Like, oh, I got this trip. Now I just came back from Costa Rica. You see what I'm saying? It's like she's in a better position in life overall than me. So it makes sense that the leverage is this way, right? It makes sense that she's indifferent to whether or not we hang out, and I'm more so hitting her up like, "Are you better? Are you not sick anymore? Let's fuck." Yeah. So all this to say, to her response, right? What I plan on responding in the morning is probably on my lunch break or whenever I get the chance. I want it to be tomorrow when I'm outside, so it sounds sicker. Got the cars whizzing by, yeah, whatever sounds of the restaurant I'm in, who knows. But point is, I plan on replying just like I did to the most recent date breakdown. So if you go and watch that, or if you already watched it, you'll recognize that in that text thread, she kept stringing me on, right? Kept stringing me along, and then finally I was just like, "Look, Maddie, you seem cool. Um, I I feel like you're just stringing me along. It was nice meeting you, or nice getting to know you over text for a few weeks. Have a good one." Yeah. And what do you know? Being indifferent, just cutting it off and saying, "All right, you must think I want you more than I do." What happened? She reeled me back in, and date breakdown. Yeah. What do you know? Yeah. I sent the final. You're not that interested. Bye. It's almost like calling her bluff, right? It's almost like, all right, we're just gonna put the cards on the table now. It's gotten to this point. I put my cards on the table. I want to fuck you. If it now it's your turn, right? So that's what I'm saying with that text is like, all right, I've been reasonable. I've let you string me along because, well, plausible deniability. She was in Costa Rica. Oh, now she's sick. Oh, well, it is the holiday. Yeah, but it comes to a point where it's like, but I've met girls that probably were just as busy as this girl, but liked me enough that they just made time. You see what I'm saying? If you like somebody enough, you're not going to throw them into next year as a suggestion. Yeah, maybe I'll send you a calendar invite 2025. Like, if you like somebody enough, it's like, what about like tomorrow night? What about like this upcoming weekend? You see what I'm saying? If you like somebody enough, if it's urgent enough, yeah. And part of what creates urgency is, oh, I like this person. I don't want their interest to wane. I don't want them to lose interest in me. So I want to make something happen, right? So that's what I mean. So part of what creates the urgency is how attracted the girl is to me in the first place. So that's what I'm saying. Because there is absolutely no urgency right here, I'm looking at this and I'm going, maybe she likes me at one point. Maybe she thought this would be fun. Oh, this young guy, this young curly headed guy. Maybe I'm a new type for her. Who knows? Who knows? We could theorize forever. But all we can say with certainty is either this girl is playing a whole lot of fucking mind games with me, which I really doubt because it sounds like she's a very busy person, or what's much more likely is I'm simply just a very low priority, or if a priority at all in her life. And that's okay. Yeah. So just like the last date breakdown where I sent that voice message, I plan on just doing the same thing tomorrow. Yeah. Something like, all right, look, Hannah, don't get me wrong. You're hot. I was definitely looking forward to a date with you, but like, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So maybe this is the universe's way of saying that we're not meant to be. Yeah. Maybe because it's so hard to get together, that's just fate saying, we're not meant to be. And then just ending it like that. Yeah. And then once again, like the key to this is being okay with never getting a reply to that message. Yeah. Same thing with last date breakdown. I sent that message. Half of me was going, yeah, she's probably never going to reply. All right. But what do you know? She did reply. We did go on the date. Amazing time. Date breakdown. You see what I'm saying? So it's like at some point you kind of just got to call the bluff and go, all right, Hannah, either you like me and you also want to go on this date, or you don't like me and we're kind of wasting each other's time right now. Yeah. It's like, if like what do I mean? If I wasn't kind of like holding on to the idea of going on a date with this girl, I'd probably be more aggressive with the approaching even. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like half the time, like this Monday this coming Monday or this past Monday, I remember we had the date set for Monday, right? So Monday came around, she was sick, we didn't do the date, but I was already kind of feeling like, oh, I got a date on Monday, kind of, we'll see. So it's like, if this girl was just not even in my life, then I'd be back to square zero, back to, all right, now we just got to pound the pavement. You see what I'm saying? Which I should be doing anyways, just so you know. But I'm only human, huh? I'm just telling you my mistakes transparently, I guess. So yeah, that's the plan here. Is I just plan on going, look, you seem cool so far. I get it, you're busy. We're all busy. If you want to go on a date, like we talked about, yeah, we talked about meeting up at a bar and making out. So if you want to do that, let me know. Yeah, or something like that. Otherwise, maybe this is just fate's way of saying we're not meant for each other, and then just piecing out. Yeah, it is what it is. And that's what I mean. Either she plays the message, listens to it and goes, whatever, and doesn't reply or likes the message, right? Ghosts me. Or she replies and says, you know what, Ephraim, like here, like a sincere reply would be something like, for example, what the other girl gave me from the last date breakdown, right? A sincere reply would be something like, look, I'm not trying to string you along. Look, I'm not trying to be evasive, or whatever terminology she would use. I truly just have so much going on, this and that, blah, blah, blah. How about Tuesday? How about this day, right? She suggests a day. And to the naked eye, that might seem like, oh, Ephraim, you're kind of prying a bit. Like, why does she need to fit you in the calendar so quickly, this and that? But the way I'm looking at it, if she can suggest, okay, sorry, I'm not trying to string you along, what about Tuesday? Then that means Tuesday was a possibility all along. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? If she could all of a sudden rearrange the calendar and put me into Tuesday, that means that she could have done that before I sent her the ultimatum message. Yeah, it's just she chose not to. You get it? So it's like, this just tells me a lot, right? Reading these messages, going through this, especially the key here is comparing this text thread to my vast array of text threads, historical text threads that I can look back on and go, oh, well, that girl, we just had 4 back and forth texts and we were on a date making out. This girl, we've been texting for a month. You see what I'm saying? So, all right. That was pre-topic. Let's get into the topic. So topic of today, what did I title this one? Ignoring choosing signals. Yeah. Very clickbaity. I hope that those of you who clicked just for the title, just listen to that whole intro so that you can now realize that you're getting let down because the title is very clickbaity. So the title, as you may or may not know, I lease apartments for my work. That's how I get paid. I get a commission off each apartment that I lease. Today, there was a tour that came in, and it was actually for my coworker. It was like around the time I came back from lunch. So I remember I walked into the leasing office, said hi to this girl that was cute, very cute. She had this like bushy curly hair kind of going in her face a little bit, very exotic looking. I really liked her. And so she was sitting there, and I, as I walk in, I go to clock in, I look and I go, hi, how's it going? She's like, oh, hi. And I go, have you been helped yet? And she says, oh, not really. Somebody just told me to sit here and wait for the leasing agent, blah, blah, blah. And I go, okay, let me go check on her. So I go tell my coworker, your tour is here. She goes, yeah, I'm so busy. I'm still closing my other client. Can you help? This and that. Ephraim, can you take it? You take the tour. Of course, my ears perk up, right? Cute girl. Now she's asking me to take the tour, and I'm going, yep, yeah, I could take the tour. I could do that. Yeah, of course I could do that. To be fair, I say yes every time. It could be a fat old man. I don't give a fuck. Money is money, right? I need that commission. But in this case, it's a win-win. I'm trying to get commission and the girl's hot. Yes, right? Let's go on the tour. So I sit down. Excuse me. I forgot to, this is very important. Let's rewind a bit and pretend like it's more of a movie scene. All right. I know you don't know the layout of my office and shit, but it's nice. It's actually pretty nice, like marble tables and shit. So imagine this nice swanky office, and I walk in and I just clocked in from my lunch break. I turn, cute girl catches me off guard, right? And I go, hey, hi, how's it going? Right? She says hi. Now, this is the part I skirted over because I was getting into the story too quickly. It was like that flirty kind of a hi, oh hi, how's it going? Like the energy immediately, you should know this if you've walked over to girls and you found one that likes you off the bat, is, it was like her and I both knew without having to say it to each other that if circumstances were different, there would not be this like forced platonicism coming out of me. Pause. Right? Like we could look at each other and in an instant know. Like for me, certainly, I knew. Oh, if I saw this girl like out just walking and she passed me going to fucking Chipotle or something, I would just double back and walk over like that and just go, "Hi, you're hot. I'm effort." Right? So it's like it's crazy to be able to do something like that and then like walk into the office where I have to be professional and I'm on the clock, no flirting, this is, and to be fair, these are the boundaries I put on myself, but I think they're pretty proper, right? I need to be professional. I'm not trying to get dating and my work intertwined. That could fuck a lot of stuff up. So so it's just funny to be in that moment where like I go, "Hi, how's it going? Have you been helped yet?" And she's like kind of getting flustered and giving me the high soft voice. No, a coworker just told me to sit here, this and that, right? She's kind of smiling, looking down. You could tell, and I'm making so many assumptions right now. Yes, but in my mind, the way that we looked at each other, I was like, I think that she thinks I'm her leasing agent, and like she got a little happy when I walked in, yeah, because she thought maybe I was the guy that she was waiting on, and so she kind of perked up a bit. So all of this, right? All this I'm gauging in the first 5 or so seconds. And when my coworker tells me I can take the tour, in my head, I'm like, yes, nice. So I walk over to the girl. I'd say, hey, so my coworker that was going to tour you, she's actually a little busy. She asked me to tour you instead. And she goes, okay, that sounds good. And then I shake her hand. I'm Ephraim, right? She introduces herself. And it was great because now here's the title of the live stream. So there you go. Click off if it was too clickbaity, but the title is what guys call choosing signals, right? Now, these weren't blatantly, the girl wasn't just biting her lip at me and all this stuff, but the choosing signal, the standing closer to me than necessary, pulling her chair in closer to me to look at the sheet next to me over my shoulder. Yeah, the holding eye contact just a smidge too long. I'd never hold eye contact this long with a guy, for example. Yeah, unless something was going on. But with a girl, yeah, it's like just a little longer than even necessary. Kind of talking, and my words are dragging off. The ends of my sentences are dragging off, but we're still holding the eye contact and then diverting my eyes pretty quick because I'm like, all right, too intense, too intense. And so this is what I mean by just the choosing signals, yeah. And I have to like actively ignore them to a certain extent because, I mean, it gets to the point. Once again, this has happened on how many tours now, where I'm showing this girl apartments, and my default standard, especially when it's like cute girl and me alone in an apartment, especially it's getting dark earlier, I am so very proactive with making sure she feels comfortable and safe. Yeah. So I'm opening the door wide open. Before I even let her walk in, I go, let me find the light, right? If the light's not going, I'm going, let me open the blinds, right? Don't even walk in the dark room until the blinds are open. Yeah. Just like giving her the absolute most space. Yeah. So it's like she's checking out the bedroom. I'm in the corner of the living room, like pretending to look at my sheet. Oh, dude, I'm getting a fucking FaceTime call. Cousin, bad timing, huh? We'll get back to him on that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, just pretending to look at my sheet, pretending to do something on my sheet. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so what was I going on? I got my train of thought just got lost. Oh, comfort, comfort, comfort. All right. So, but what I noticed when the girls, when if I had to predict, I'd say she was interested in me. Yeah, this is a girl that I feel as though if I walked over to her in public, if she was not taken, she would definitely like me. Yeah, of course, I think that way about most of the girls I walk over to. That's the absurd arrogance and confidence that it takes to build a skill like this, but that's just how it goes. But anyways, so um I'm doing all of these extra precautionary measures to like make sure she feels comfortable, leaving the most space. Oh yeah, this and that. Yeah, not trying to weird her out in any sense, right? Not because once again, you imagine apartment alone guy, way more imposing than the dainty girl. Now it's getting dark. Now the door is closed. Now it's just me and her empty apartment, right? So it's like this is probably like fight or flight can go off if especially imagine the leasing agent is this creepy, intimidating guy with bad social skills who doesn't know how to interact, who gets too close, right? Who like closes the door and like locks it or something. Okay, now I'm just going off the rails, but you see what I'm saying? So like so I try to distance myself from that, right? And so that's why I'm saying I take all these precautionary measures. But here's the best part, right? Is when the girl's attracted to me and I can feel that and I can tell that she's attracted to me. Although I'm leaving the space, she'll make her way over to me in the corner of the living room that I'm in. She'll square up with me, right? She'll stand in front of me, face me. It's like we're alone in this whole apartment. There's no other sounds. There's no barriers to sound. You could talk to me from over there, it'd be fine. But she's making the concerted effort to walk up to me, plant her feet in front of me, right? Now we're only fucking 3 feet apart, alone in the apartment. Now I'm like, okay, like, dude, now we're walking a tightrope right now. It's like this girl's probably read fantasy books of moments like these, right? Different context, but moments like these where it's the hot, for me, I'm a leasing agent, but it's like, oh, the hot employee of the whatever, and now they're in a secluded area, and now they just start fucking, right? It's like, I guarantee you there's plenty of romance novels just like that. But it's like, all right, dial it in. We're in reality here. Reality is, no matter how much she seems to be flirting with me, I do not want to misread the situation under any circumstances. So I mean, unless to be fair, I would probably not engage unless she was just out of this world hot. But unless the girl is like actually fucking getting on top of me, trying to make out with me, it's like, I'm not making a move. I'm on the clock. I am in a professional setting. I am not making a move under any circumstances. And so you can tell that the girl kind of can pick up on this. Yeah. And so that's why she knows she can kind of square up with me, get close. I'm not going to make the fucking move, right? She knows she can, like, I'm telling her, oh yeah, the price is this. She'll come to the side to me, try to look over my shoulder, look around my shoulder, getting all close so I can smell her perfume and shit. And I'm just like, come on now, come on. Another thing that happened with this girl is when we came back to the leasing office, she lingered around for no reason because I was telling her, yeah, you're gonna have to come back. Your moving date is too far away, blah, blah, blah. And then we talk about floor plans. I'll print out some floor plans. So you should have seen the table. I think like her and I just wanted both wanted the same thing, which was to continue talking to each other and flirting, like indirectly flirting. Because like she could have left an hour before she left, but instead I'm printing this floor plan. I'm walking it over to her one at a time. Here, let's check this one out together. Then she scoots her chair into me, right? And we're like, it's just so fun because it's like we're riding that line of flirting. My coworkers are right there, so they can kind of see there's chemistry there. But if any, that's what I mean, the plausible deniability, right? If anybody said anything, it would just be, oh, I'm just showing her floor plans. What the fuck, right? She'd be just as quick. What are you talking about? We're just talking about apartments, right? But it's like, that's what I mean, the subtleties, the between the line kind of stuff. So yeah, it's just fun to experience. So yeah, same shit that I was saying. We're looking over floor plans, talking about this and that, and then at the end, it got a little more intense and a little more dicey because we start talking about her coming back, and I tell her, I look at her, right? So this is now towards the end of the interaction after we're out of the apartment where we're alone. Right now we're back in the office, well lit, my coworkers are around. So now I actually am kind of like layering it on a bit, kind of pushing the boundaries, but not directly flirting. So for me, what I was doing was I was just holding her gaze a lot longer. So when a girl is flirting with me at work, but I'm trying to keep the professionalism, I'll hold her gaze for a bit. And I'm very capable of continuing to hold her gaze until she has to look away out of nervousness. But I'm the professional, right? So I'm the first one oftentimes to just divert my eyes pretty quick, look back at the pricing sheet, right? We're locking eyes for a second. And then I go, yeah, so this one's 25-26. Yeah, today's pricing 25-26, some shit like that, right? Divert my eyes super quick. But towards the end, when we're sitting at this table, we're sitting close to each other. I look her in the eyes, right? And so we're talking. Now we're kind of holding eye contact, more tension. Now she's having to look away because I'm just holding it, layering it on. You got to imagine we spent already an hour, almost hour and a half together. So it's like it felt like a mini date. It's just plausible deniability. It was an apartment viewing, right? But it's like two people that are attracted to each other, kind of driving apartment to apartment and getting to know each other and kind of half flirting and stuff and getting a little too close. Like it kind of feels like a date. Yeah. It kind of feels like we're doing something wrong. That's what I mean. It's like a date when there's not supposed to be a date. So that's like the excitement. But yeah, to end that story off, what was I saying? Oh, the eye contact is, yeah, when we're talking about when she's going to come back, oh, sometime in January, she's going to come back. And I tell her, I go, direct eye contact. I go, yeah, make sure you ask for me because I'm a fucking rock star salesperson. Yeah, I'm going to find you the perfect apartment. Yeah, I'm just smiling. She's laughing. Yeah, whatever. And then she goes, yeah, and I'll definitely ask for you because then you'll remember what I want. And then she goes, I think. Yeah. And she like kind of looks down and goes, I mean, I think you'll remember. And then I look at her in the eyes. Yeah, we hold the gaze for a second. Why, by the way? Why am I even mentioning this? Because I could literally take that sentence out of her mouth and put it into the mouth of like this. Damn, that sounds sexual. And put it into that sentence into the mouth of literally a girl that I've hooked up with in the past. Yeah, literally most recent girl, right? That same little snippet of behavior, right? Where she's kind of going, yeah, I hope you care. I hope you remember. I mean, I think you'll remember this and that. Like the girl that I've hooked up with is doing that, right? So it's like now the girl that I'm just on an apartment viewing did the same kind of a little, yeah, I don't know what do you even call that? Just like a gesture, but it was cute, right? And I picked up on it. And so then I let it sit for a second. I didn't say anything, and we're just making eye contact. And I go, I'll remember. I'll remember you for sure. I'll remember you. Yeah. But we had to leave it at that, right? Because it's like, at that point, you just want to start making out, or just here, put your number in my phone. But I can't do that. I'm on the fucking clock, right? It's like I felt like we were at a bar just talking and shit. But it's like everything that we are communicating, like it was all in the subtleties. And this is great. I hate to sound arrogant, but this is great teaching, because this is what I mean when it comes to cold approach and the subtleties and being on the date. And you could be talking about a topic, but it's barely about the topic itself. It's about what you're communicating while you're talking about the irrelevant topic. The topic doesn't matter, right? What is being communicated is what matters. Yeah. So the long eye contact, the soft smiles, right? The intonations. Yeah. I'll remember you. No, I'll remember you. Don't worry. I'll remember you. Yeah. Like that is what is being communicated, right? And so it's like, yeah, it's fun. There's just a lot to learn from something as simple as a little sales job. Yeah. A lot to learn. It's fun. Yeah, it's like I feel that way a lot, where I'll be touring a cute girl, and I just know in my head I go, this is we like each other. Like that's the best part. It's like we're on tour. I'm being professional, but like my personality is it's like my personality, and then the professionalism is like the little wrapper around it. Yeah, so it's like my personality is always beaming through with every little sentence I'm saying, every little, somebody will say the name of their cat and I'll just joke about it. Oh, the cat, this and that. So now when we're talking about space, or where are you going to put the cat tree, I'm referencing the cat by name. Yeah, you need to make sure your kitty has her little corner. And I don't know, there's just these little rays of my personality that kind of shine through, and I joke about things, and I'm my sarcastic self to some clients that get it. And I don't even know why I started talking about that, but anyways, let's see what the chat is saying. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, what up, Mo? I like that first sentence. Mo said, "Hi, Ephraim. I love asking for advice from you, because although you rip me apart, the advice is helpful." Fuck yeah! I'm only gonna tell you what you need to hear, man. I mean, at the end of the day, and the reason I can do that is because that's the only thing that got me this dating life, is just learning, hearing what I needed to hear, implementing what I needed to implement. Yeah, it's like let's cut the fluff. Yeah, fuck the fluff, man. It's all about the work. All right. So what's Mo saying? Mo says, I also starting to be honest with my intentions with girls I've been talking to. Work like a charm. Nice. Good to hear. Cody says, save the fun talks for real life. I agree. Yeah. So that was fun, man. That was a fun day. Fun day at work. Fun story to tell. Yeah. It's fun just thinking about all these girls is like it's like kind of like a storybook kind of thing, you know? It's like one day I'll look back. These girls I won't even remember, because they're just the girls that I toured that I never saw again. Or maybe I helped them move in and that was it, you know? But it's like just fun to look back on the tapestry, as Christian would say, and just yeah, it's just cool. And what's also cool is that all of these little experiences are adding to the little bucket of growth that's going on, right? It's like I'm learning something. Even when I'm selling, I'm learning something about girls. I'm learning something about how they tend to like to be in a position where they can flirt all they want, but the guy is like hands tied behind his back, mouth taped shut, can't flirt. I'm at work, can't flirt. Like I'm realizing that girls really like being in that position. I mean, I can almost guess why. You imagine it's because it's the opposite in every other circumstance, right? It's like 99% of times the girl is getting unwanted advances. The guy's advancing, and a lot of times it's a guy that she actually doesn't even like, right? So it's like the opposite effect, where she's kind of run, and he's, come on, girl, don't you like me? Cat call, right? But now it's like roles reverse. It's kind of like we switch the roles. Now I'm the one kind of like, okay, I can't, hands tied, don't flirt with me, I'm at work, don't flirt. I mean, you could flirt a little if you want to, but not too much. Yeah. And she's in the position of power where if I am her type, for example, like for example, there's plenty of hot girls that I tour that divert their eyes very quickly, that don't ask a bunch of questions about me, that don't try to get to know me, that don't, hold the long eye contact. So those are girls that oftentimes are in a relationship or simply don't like me in that way, or simply just looking for an apartment and none of this nonsense I'm talking about, right? But for the girls that actually are attracted to me, yeah, they get they are put in a very unique position because they get the guy that they're attracted to that in normal circumstances would be pursuing them, but they get to kind of like look at him in like a museum and go, all right, well, I can do whatever flirty antics I want with this guy, knowing that he can't reciprocate, and if he does, it would be crossing a big line, right? Kind of a thing. So yeah, just interesting thoughts, interesting life, huh? Interesting live stream. I hope you boys enjoyed. Now let's go in for our approaches because life is too fucking short, man. Yeah, life is too short. Who knows when life is gonna end? Who knows when yours is gonna end? So yeah, let's take life by the horns. Yeah. What can we make of our lives? Yeah, what can we do with our life? I'm looking forward to Monday because I'll be able to get some proper approaching in. Yeah. I'm going to try to stack wins until then, make sure I have some momentum going into Monday morning so that I can wake up, knock out my mile, knock out my job search material, which by the way, I did a little bit of that already. Nice. So yeah, boys, this is just the grind though. Every day in and day out, I get through the shit phase in the day where maybe I'm thinking about, oh, missed that girl. God, that was so great. But I always hit this phase in the day where which is the majority of my day, where I just thank myself. Yeah, I go, even though this is kind of a struggle right now, even though I actually really just have the fucking odds stacked against me with the time change, with how little free time I get to go and approach, with the fact that my weekends are Monday, Tuesday, while everybody else is Saturday, Sunday. So while the hot girls are out, I'm at work. While I'm not at work, the hot girls are at work, right? It's like, God damn, man. And I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. Yeah, as you know, I'm still going and doing my approaches when I can. I'm still fucking giving you date breakdowns when I can. Yeah, there you go. But um, yeah, I'm just thanking myself for embracing the grind. It's like the longer I embrace this grind, it's been what, 3-4 weeks at this point since I blocked the girl. The longer I go on this runway in this direction, the more confident I feel in the direction. It's funny how that works, huh? Because what I'm describing is the unknown, right? It's funny. It's like the longer I go in the realm of the unknown, the more confident I become in that realm of the unknown. It's so interesting because when I'm attached to the girl and I'm so in love, we love each other, it's great. But I'm looking at the realm of the unknown, right? Oh, I sound like a goddamn geek right now. Going, oh, it's too scary. It's too treacherous. I don't know what it is like out there. And then I'm really just thinking about the shitty 2-3 weeks where I'm gonna be in the hole and going, oh, I got no girls to hit up, this and that. But the further I get on the path, right, the more I had the date last week, I'm kind of setting up this date. It sounds like it's probably not going to happen. Going to go do more approaches. The longer I go in the trenches, so to say, the more confident I feel here. The more at home I feel here. Yeah, where I'm like, I'm firing away on all fronts, but I'm no longer in a position where that means either get into a relationship and have the girlfriend or go years without having sex, right? It's like, no, there's a solution. Yeah. It's called cold approach. Hit up Christian Casanova if you'd like to learn more. All right, boys, you have a good night. We'll talk tomorrow.